Hello, good people, once again. There have been some happenings with Garmin stuff on the internet. Namely, that Garmin has more or less scrubbed their site of all the old product pages. But there's a workaround, and I'll tell you that in a second. If I search, for example, for Garmin New V40, obviously an old model that Garmin has not sold for years, and you get the Garmin page right here, garmin.com. And now I'll actually copy that link because I'll need it in a second. But if I click through, no, you just go to their current page now, and then you can go to car navigation. I mean, yeah, they do have the previous models page, but it's not gonna show the, yeah. I mean, you got some, but I don't think it'll show the 40. Doesn't go back that far. But what if you need to download the PDF manual for your old Garmin? You can still do that, which is a good thing. That's probably what you want. You just go to support and then support center, and if I search for New V40 and manuals and owner's manual, and there it is. Beautiful. And I can download it from here if I want. This is the original manual. I would suggest that you go and download your manual now, just in case they pull this. So it's nice that they have it still, because again, that's probably what you want. So yeah, you should get that. Also, it's for other models too. So if I do another one, let's say I don't know, 1390. Yeah, we'll do the LMT. Actually, no, I'll do the T. Same thing. Manuals, owner's manual. I mean, there is the quick start stuff, but it's this one that you want. Yeah, there it is. Nuvia 1100, 12, 13, 1400. You can get your manual, and again, you can download it. Good, good. Now, I tried searching the old product pages on Internet Archive, and if I try to find one, I might have some luck with this. No, you don't. Yeah. These are not readily available. I'll try to load one right now. It might work, but probably not. Oh, it did. Oh my god, it actually did. But can I get to the specs page? Okay, good. See, this is what I want, is I want the specs page. So they do have it. I am hoping Garmin leaves these on Internet Archive. I really do, because these, if you need to know certain information like dimensions and other things that it would show on a page like this, yeah, it's kind of important, especially for collectors and like myself and others. So you can try the Internet Archive thing. Might work, might not. I have tried a few other models where there was no copy of it. None on Internet Archive. But I think the most important thing is what I showed a moment ago is, can you still get the manual? Yes, you can still get the manual, which I hope Garmin never removes. I really don't, because those manuals are important more than anything else. Even more so than the spec sheet, that you need those manuals. Okay, so now I'll talk about a few things with the phone and what's going on with that. Now, I don't use the phone for navigation, but some of you might be wondering why I don't talk about navigation apps on the phone more. Before I even get into it, the answer is actually really simple. It's because I cannot apply my maps to any of them, even the OpenStreetMap ones. They're proprietary. I can't stand that. So stick with a Garmin. Well, anyway, I'm going to show them anyway, just to show you what's going on. Okay, this is the one I have on my phone right now. It's Magic Earth. I do, and by the way, I don't know the development team, Magic Lane, at all. They didn't pay me to say this, and none of these companies I'm going to mention, none of these apps paid me to say any of this. I just want to make that clear. This is just my opinion of these, and I'm not going to cover all of them, just the ones that I think are good for most, people. So anyway, all right, Magic Earth. This is OpenStreetMap based, and this is the one I have on my phone personally as a backup. If my Garmin fails and I want something, I can just grab my phone, launch the app, and go. It is this one. I do like Magic Earth. Is it the most intuitive interface? No. Is it? Does it play nice with Android Auto? I'm honestly not sure. Last I knew it did, but eh. Now it does have other features. Like it actually does have a dash cam feature in it. It does have traffic. Yes, it does. It's crowdsourced. I don't even know crowdsourced from where, but yeah, if you have data on, you can. And that's the thing. You don't need data on to use this. This can be used completely offline, as they say. Decent for what it is. Decent for what it is. I get along with it. There's a bit of a learning curve. It's like I said, not the most intuitive, not the easiest in the world, but it works quite nicely, and they do update regularly. Something like once every, I want to say every 60 to 90 days, maybe a little longer than that. Like at least once every 4 to 5 months, they send out a new update. And the great thing about it is that how much map data you can use literally depends on how much space you have on your phone. You could pretty much download the world to this thing, to this app. They have all the stuff. So if you want something where you can just, for North America users like myself, if you want Canada, United States, Mexico, yeah, just put it all in there. No problem. Works great. So it gets my thumbs up. And this is the only alternate app for navigation I have on my phone. Okay, that's not true. I do have Google Maps GV or GV, what is it? Oh, WV. It's from F-Droid. God, I can't remember the name of it. But I don't use it for navigation. It's just for lookups. This is the one I would use for actual navigation. Okay, moving on. There is Organic Maps, which originally spawned because of some falling out, so to speak, with, what was that other one called? I don't even remember what it was called. It's still on the Play Store. Well, anyway, there was this. But there's some people that don't like, oh, Maps.me. It says it right here, yeah. So supposedly some of the original developers from Maps.me, they made Organic Maps. But then there was some brouhaha happening with the development team and whatever, and then you have co-maps. Okay, so which one? They both look and function almost exactly the same, and they're OpenStreetMap based. Which one you use? It personally, I don't think it matters all that much. But okay, okay. Now there is one thing I do notice with co-maps. It's this screenshot right here. Okay, I haven't tried it recently, but I am hoping, because I talked about this recently. One of the best parts about the Garmin is the turns list on the right. If this is at least turn this way, then this way, I don't know if that's what this means. That is an advantage over Organic Maps, which I don't think has that. They both look great. I'll give them that. They're both gorgeous looking applications. My biggest gripe about both of them, and you can actually see it in the screenshot here, the text at the top is too damn small. It's just too damn small. Even if you have a big phone, like a 6-inch or something like that, it's still too small. I don't know what it is with app developers where they just do not understand that you need to read stuff. They don't get, none of them get it. Not even Magic Earth gets it. Because, I mean, it's more legible. I will say this. Yeah, let me bring up one of the screenshots here. The top left field, that's pretty good. It's pretty good on this. It does show the current street name at bottom, which you can toggle on or off. That's good. There's a lot of things with the map data in particular and with the user interface, how they've done it, which actually really works nice. I have for a free app, I have no complaints about it. I really don't, because it is free. There's no ads in it. And there's no ads in these either. I wanted to make that clear. But organic and co-map, excuse me, look better. They look more polished. But functionally, Magic Earth is still top dog as far as the OpenStreetMap options are concerned. Now, since I'm seeing it right here, I should notice this. Not notice it. I should note this. OSM and. First of all, I'm going to tell you straight up, don't get it from the Play Store. Go get it from F-Droid, because you can get OSM and without the restrictions. Because if you get it from the Play Store, you're going to have restrictions, and they're going to say, oh, you can only download like 5 maps and that's it. But if you get it from F-Droid, you can download whatever maps you want. So they have that. A lot of people don't know that. But yeah, you can go here, not here to the Play Store, but you can go to F-Droid and yeah, just get it from there instead. You're good. Do I like OSM and? No, I do not. And it's for one reason. It makes my phone cook. It runs so hot when this is a heavy, heavy app. I don't like heavy apps. Whereas when I'm using Magic Earth, no, it does. Okay, if you're using it just with navigation, which is what I do, yeah, it doesn't make your phone cook like the sun. But if you're going to run this like with the camera on and with screen full brightness and all this, well, okay, you probably would cook at that point. But if you're just using it for navigation, no, it's not going to cook. It's and neither do these, I should say. Neither do Organic Map nor CoMap. They run pretty light. They run pretty light, which is good. Oh, and speaking of which, now there is a way to do custom routing both in CoMap and Organic Map. I don't like the way it does it, but with Magic Earth, easy. I can do, all I have to do is just press and hold, and I can add stops, and it's great. The only thing that you still can't do is save routes. You still can't do that. But the fact you can at least customize the route and do it very quickly, and I got to admit, it's a lot faster than doing it on a Garmin. Even on the 76, the DriveSmart 76, it is, you can get a custom route done ridiculously quick on this. Supposedly, you can also import GPX things for also a custom route. So if you want to do one in Basecamp and then bring it in here, supposedly it'll work. Don't know for sure, but it's an option, so you can try it. If any of you out there try that, yeah, go ahead. Let me know if it works or not. But again, this is the only one I have on my phone as the alternate. I'm still a complete Garmin fanboy. I mean, that's my prime. I'm using the Drive 53 now. And if I wasn't using the 53, I would be using the 66 or the 76 or the DriveSmart 65 with Alexa or 2699 or any one of the other ones I have, because I just like it better. I like the navigation experience better on that. It's not just because I'm used to it. I just genuinely prefer it. But this runs a close second. So, okay. So ultimately, whether you go, if you like the idea of organic or co, both are good. Both use the same map data. It's just, as a matter of fact, these all three use the same map data, the same as my maps. As a matter of fact, it's all OpenStreetMap. You get the prettier experience with these two for sure, but you get more utility with this one. And now we move over TomTom. Not TomTom Go. No, this is TomTom Maps and Traffic, which formerly was Amigo. And this is the recent one. Yes, they did change the icon. You can see it right here. It's the same TomTom you remember, more or less, I think. It looks pretty good. Now, the one thing, okay, and a couple of years ago, if not 3 years ago at this point, I actually did pay for TomTom Go. I did do it. Something like $20 for a year. They keep changing their prices constantly. You'll see that as a routine complaint when you look up user reviews of this, Whenever TomTom does a switchover or a minor change with their subscription agreement, some people will just lose their subscription and other people will keep it, and it's weird the way they do things. They kind of fumbled that a little bit. I think they're on track now, but with this you don't have to worry about that crap. Go still exists, by the way. You can still do the right here, as a matter of fact. Oh, I'm sorry. They call it Go Expert now. What is this? Truck GPS? I didn't know this. I literally did not know about this until I just started recording here. Okay, is this what this is now? Now it's just a truck app? Well, they got the car there too. Okay. I know nothing about this. Nor do I know about Go Fleet. That's another one I did not know about either. Okay. Well, if you happen to be a commercial driver, maybe something worth looking into. But where is regular TomTom Go? Is that gone now? Or is it just Go Expert? You know what? I don't know. Anyway, if you guys know, feel free to comment. Anyway, so this is formerly Amigo, now Maps and Traffic, which I don't think downloads any map data local to the device. I don't think so. Because I have not used. I did try Amigo for a while. Amigo was actually decent. It made the phone run a little hot, but still decent for what it was. Reviews are fairly good. When this first came out, TomTom got some flack for this because something to do with like an overlay thing in Android Auto. I had mentioned it in a previous video. It didn't work, but I think they must have fixed it by now. Let's take a look at some of the reviews. Updated app sucks. Freezes every time. Yeah, you always get these guys. Let's do see all reviews and do newest. Okay. Because they had issues with two things. It was that overlay thing and the speed limits not showing up. Okay, issue finally solved when car connected to Bluetooth. Okay, meeting is just why I was getting initial voice commands and then nothing with. Okay, that was a Bluetooth thing. Not as efficient as Waze or Google Maps in certain UK locations. Yeah, a lot of UK people will go for this because TomTom is to the UK what Garmin is to the United States. That's pretty much always been the way of things. I don't have a problem with that. I think that's all right. You can still get standalone sat-navs for TomTom in the UK. They pulled out of the United States. You can only get the app now here. I would have loved, honestly, to try a TomTom, and I darn near bought one. But they pulled out from the US, so yeah, can't do it. Yeah, see, it goes up and down like this one-star guy. Yeah, there it is. Okay, had real potential. Removing the overlay function made it pointless. Forcing features on once. No one will buy the extra. Yeah. As the old saying goes, your mileage may vary. I have not tried it, but if you do like TomTom, I think TomTom's a good company. Honestly, I think they are. You should try it. I mean, if you remember the old TomTom and want to put it on your phone, you should. Honestly, you should. Give it a try. The last thing I'll say before moving on is that the one thing about the TomTom apps that I could not stand, I hated this so much, was that infamous snap to road crap. I'll explain to you what that is. If you're on a map and you're trying to touch a point, like in a parking lot or something like that, you're viewing the map, you take your finger, press a point, the pin will jump to the road. That jump, that's the snap to road thing. I was like, no, I don't want to go here, I want to go here. And no matter what you do, it just kept snapping back to the road. It's like, that was very annoying. I don't know if this does it. I hope it doesn't. Okay, and the one that was formerly the darling of navigation on the smartphone, It was Here We Go. Now, supposedly, Here has finally started stepping up their game a little bit, and they're getting back to making a better app because it was trash for, oh, pretty much the last 5 years. It was bad. It made the phone run ridiculously hot. Not good. But here's the thing, though. This map data is the map data that Garmin uses in their sat navs. So if you wanted something that's like, okay, I want the Garmin map data in my phone, you use this. Really, yes. That because you got to remember, Garmin doesn't do maps. As far as I know, they don't do maps. They get maps from somewhere else. Where do they get it from? This company here, formerly Navtech. And from what now you'll see the bad review here, as in it doesn't even get up to 3.5. However, if you look at the more recent ones, yeah, this is always going to be the 1-star guys, but this used to be nothing but you never saw 5s anywhere. You didn't even see 3s. You saw nothing but 2s and 1s. But now you're seeing more 5s, more 4s, more 3s. They're getting there. They're getting there. What I would say is that if you're going to use Here We Go, don't use it if you have an old phone. It will run choppy and terrible. You need something modern. Like I have a phone, but mine's old. It's from 2018. I can technically install this. It'll allow me to, but I would not use it with any sort of regularity because it would cook my phone, and it wouldn't work very well. It would be a poor experience at best, putting it politely. But if you have a newer phone, like if you got something, I don't know, like a later Galaxy, Samsung or something like that, or a later iPhone or whatever, then this should actually run quite well. You can tell it's designed for later phones. You can really tell. I mean, you can go ahead and install it and, see how you get with that. The biggest complaint I saw about Here We Go was that even though you could download the map data local to your phone, and you didn't need to be online. You did not have to have data running in order to use this. The biggest complaint I saw by far was that the offline search sucked. You couldn't find anything unless you connected it to data. And then, now the search works. But even it was really weird because the map data is on the phone, and it still didn't find things very well. I don't know if Here has resolved that or not. But the biggest reason to have this on the phone is if you want a copy of what's on your Garmin on your phone. So it's similar maps, so to speak. Because sometimes you may be in the situation where you're like, well, okay, I like OpenStreetMap just fine if you were running Organic or Co or Magic Earth or whatever. But I want the same data that's just for synchronicity, not to sync. I want to make that clear. Not to sync, but just having something that's the same data, same map data is on my Garmin. So when I search for something, okay, yeah, it's the same. I want it to be the same. That is a reason to have this. I can't really say much more about it other than what I've already said, in that some of the more recent reviews, some people have been saying that Here is getting back on track, and they're finally making this thing not a complete dumpster fire anymore, because it was for a while. Oh, it absolutely was. But not so much anymore. And, okay, in closing, just to recap, I still think this is the best one. As a secondary navigator, having something on my phone, yeah. This is all I use. I think it's lovely. But as far as which one looks best, it's Organic and Co. Although TomTom's looking pretty fine too, I gotta say, they know how to do a user interface. It just looks nice. Yeah, the way they display the speed limit and everything, and even the greens that they use, it matters. It does. It matters. And TomTom really knows how to do a good UI. They really do. But so does Co. and so does Organic. These look good if it wasn't for that tiny effing text at the top. Oh, that is such a deal breaker for me. I gotta read the stuff. You can read the other street names, I should say, by the way. Like, it's almost where you can, it's, even though the text is smaller, you can read what's on the map easier than what you can read up here. Weird. Of the OpenStreetMap stuff, Magic Earth is the most legible. It's still not as legible as Garmin. Still not. But, and while I'm talking about legibility, yeah, TomTom definitely gets it good. Here We Go actually is, yeah, they're pretty good at this too. Yeah, when it comes to a UI, decent. It's decent. I won't say it's great because that kind of depends on what's happening in the background too. If it's not cooking up the phone, if it's not making it run at, boiling temperatures just to get a map up there. Because see, here's the thing. Yeah, and this is what I'll end on. There are people that, and I might even have some viewers of Sat10.3 like this that remember when this was Nokia, the Nokia map app, and it was, when I say it was the darling of navigation, oh my God, you could do no better than this. This used to be top tier. And it was light on its feet, fast, search worked fantastic, didn't really have too much issue with keep holding a GPS signal. It ran on darn near any phone. Oh, it was so good. It was like whoever programmed that, they cared. They really did. But then it changed into this. Yeah. They're not back to their former glory, putting it politely, but I have hope. I have hope. That's all you can do, right? But at least you don't have to pay for it. It is free. And so is this, and so is everything else I've shown. So it's all free. But my nod goes to Magic Earth for the reasons I said. Take it easy, people.